I'm Dave Klein of GameZombie.tv, and I'm here with a big roundtable discussion for Final Fantasy XIV, a huge title coming out from Square Enix. And my question is, after Final Fantasy XI, it had a little success. Are you guys trying to learn from Final Fantasy XI with Final Fantasy XIV? Are you trying to use that experience to make a better game?
Yes, definitely. The main lesson we learned, well, the best thing we thought with FF11 was the cross-region and cross-platform aspects. So all the people around the world can play on the same server, and we definitely want to continue that for Final Fantasy XIV.
It will be very similar to Final Fantasy XI, that this is an MMO. Having to party up and play with other people, interact with other people is going to be fun. For Final Fantasy XIV, we made it that it will be much easier to do solo play if you choose to. So we're introducing the skill leaf system to make it a lot easier for you to do a solo. But it's still an MMO. Very big fun to play with other people.
We share the server, we put the server in Tokyo and connecting from the US and Europe and also Japan, right? Yeah. So our goal is to build a global community. Okay. And for the 11, we announced JP first, and then released the US and then Europe years later. So now we will going to release the product at the same time. There's an auto translation system in it, so you can type in your language, select the word. It's going to automatically translate it to the different language to other people, so you can communicate with them.
They're running away! Now they're coming back!
I believe Nobuo Uematsu is once again on the music for the game?
Yes, he was working on Final Fantasy XI music as well, but at that time he was working on several projects, so that's why we had 3 composers for Final Fantasy XI. But this time he's going to be dedicated for FF14, and he will be working for all the music in FF14. That's been like 10 years since he decided to work on every single music for one title. 11 was based on Vana'diel, but this time is Elzea is the realm which the players will be playing in. Among the Final Fantasy series, the only title which had number 2 was 10 and 10-2. I mean, that one it had following the same story and the same characters, but this time it's a totally different game, so that's why we decided to go with 14.
So, in terms of Final Fantasy XI and Final Fantasy XIV, the character races are the same, at least so far, and what's been shown and announced. What are some differences that you've made?
Actually, they may look similar to make it easier for people to adapt, to say I was this type of look before and I want to play in this type of like a bulky or cutesy character, but they're completely different. Okay. So it's like having an actor being on a different movie, but they're completely different. So,
okay, so it's just similar races in the sense of aesthetically, how they look.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay.
Brace yourself!
Because we don't want people to see the full story just by being level 1, so you will have to progress during the game. And also, even 14 is really accessible for solo players. As it's an MMO, we do expect some party plays to be experienced by players, so that will bring the story much more meaning, and you will be enjoying the epic story play. There's the 3 nations where you can start, and sort of 3 cities, and depending on that you will experience in different stories, but the ending and the climax will be the same for every player.
What are some further ways that you're trying to tackle the story in Final Fantasy XIV, given that it is an MMO and it's sort of a beast trying to make an interesting story where people can continually play but continue to enjoy the MMO? Because I guess in a story-based MMO, once the story's over, the game almost dies, but you want people to continue to play. And how are you trying to mix that together and make it actually work?
Yes, but there will be another story with the version update, so the story will be endless. So we hope people will keep on enjoying the game because it's fun. If it's a package titles like other Final Fantasy series, the players will be experiencing the story which the developers made, and they will just be receiving the stories, and it's a one-way thing. However, if it's an MMO, people will be meeting in the game, and there will be new stories developed among the players.
So what is both of your personal favorite, or what you're most excited about in Final Fantasy XIV?
Final Fantasy XIV, personally, I like the armory system. Like you switch your primary weapon and change your class at any point. So that's one of that you can be yourself instead of this one character. Like one certain mage, or you could be yourself, say I'm good at this, and combining a lot of different abilities and then become yourself. That's probably what I'm looking forward to myself.
Great. And what about you?
Launching at the same time for the worldwide, that's the most exciting matter for me. That because now we can build global community, and that's our goal. So I'm so excited.
All right, great. Well, thank you both so much for your time. And again, that's Final Fantasy XIV coming out to PC this month, September, and coming out to PS3 scheduled for a March 2011 release. And again, thank you guys so much for your time.